thank you, Michael and Rosa, for the introduction, and I'm so happy this day finally has occurred, and delighted, and thank you all for joining us. You're welcome to come back again when it's, we wanted to give it to you, not painted, so you didn't think we just did it, so you can come back again and see the place thriving with young entrepreneurs coming with their ideas and their energy and taking advantage of the services here. I want to thank Michael and Rosa for the leadership. On our end, Michael Dean Wolf has been a champion for really keeping the momentum going to make the center happen, and is, in our view, to connect it with not just services to the community, but also providing, we have so many students who are in business, in accounting, in so many fields that can connect with the individuals who are going to be coming here looking for assistance and maybe also aspire to become entrepreneurs themselves. So thank you, Michael, for your leadership. This is really a cliche when you're opening something that you said this couldn't have happened without, right? But really, this couldn't have happened without the masterful persistence of our beloved Congresswoman. We are really, yes, President Melo and I know that when you become president of a campus, the elected officials that you inherit are like neighbors. You don't get to choose them, right? And we're really, really blessed to have phenomenal leadership here at all levels, but particularly at the congressional level. And in this case, the moment that we connected with Congressman Meng, she said, I'm interested, this is something that will be really, really important for the community. I see the synergy between the college and here Flushing and a thriving area. This is a service that the community needs. Can the campus be open to that idea? And from that, she made it possible for some of the funding and some of the partnership with our friends in the Small Business Administration to occur. And the momentum to keep this going is something that her and her wonderful team, and this is another testament to her great leadership, is that she has a really, really phenomenal team that makes it very easy for you to work with them because they're really your partners, and I want to commend her for her support, her leadership. I was reflecting, since I'm in this bid farewell tool, we've never talked about how you got your name, Grace, right? And if there's no story there, I'm gonna make up one for the future, right? But I think what vision your parents had in terms of the way that they named someone that, if you're lucky enough to work with her, you know that it's a class act, very clear in the goals and values that she has, very open to dialogue, but always, sort of rock of stability in those things, and with grace and persistence and support, she makes things happen, and the community here is beneficiary of that great leadership and support here in the district, back in DC, the community she serves. So it's been a great joy for me to work with you for the past 5 years in this role, and I look forward to doing it more. And to your parents, they won the naming prize when they selected the name for you. I'm also thrilled to have, I can't say that she's my favorite, I could say it before, now I can say it, that she's my favorite president, but it's actually so perfect for us to begin this journey as a satellite, right, of the great work that the LaGuardia Small Business Center has done. And that has happened because of the leadership of Gail Mello, who the moment she stepped at LaGuardia, and now she decided to retire. She said, I don't like the new chancellor, so and then there goes the neighborhood. It's my chance to retire. But has been providing phenomenal leadership at LaGuardia for over 20 years. And let me just say it, she knows this is true. When I came to Walsall as a president 10 years ago, the first visit that I paid was to her in terms of what is a successful community college president? How do you make it happen? And she gave me tons of great advice, and that was the birth of a great friendship that I treasure, and I hope that continues. But again, we couldn't have picked a better partner than the LaGuardia Center for all the incredible work that LaGuardia has done on workforce development, in working with young entrepreneurs. I mean, they're really the textbook case in the country about how you get to do that done. So we look forward to working with all of you. One last shout out before I introduce the Congresswoman, Brian Goldstein, who is the director, right? I mean, we're happy to have Candice here sort of representing, but again, an individual that a longtime friend of the City University of New York, a great leader. He actually Facebooked me from China. I don't know how he got around, you know, what magic hotspot or you know, I hope that didn't get him into trouble there, right? But it just goes to show his commitment to this project, that he was always very, very helpful. And even though he's away with a delegation, he made sure to send his regards. So we are excited. Queens College has always been an anchor institution here for our borough and in Flushing. This is one way in which we get to do it even more. And so I hope that we have many more ribbon cuttings in the future as we expand and even do better work. So thank you so much for coming. Get the word out. And now please give a phenomenal round of applause to our Congresswoman, Grace Meeks.
Thank you so much to our now Chancellor, Matos Rodriguez, for your friendship, for your introduction, for your leadership. Thank you to your team as well, to Michael, to Jeff, and to everyone on the Queens College team who helped make this possible. They've been involved in numerous conversations, meetings, discussions, and I am very thankful for their time and dedication. Ever since I was sworn into Congress about 6.5 years ago, helping small businesses has been a top priority of mine for my constituents. As the daughter of small business owners, I know firsthand the critical role that small businesses play in our borough and in our city. Small businesses, as you know, bring investment and innovation to our communities. They create jobs, provide important services, and contribute to our tax base. That's why we must do everything we can to help them succeed. Back in 2014, my colleagues and I organized and led a House Small Business Subcommittee hearing, a field hearing that examined outreach efforts by the Small Business Administration. And that hearing coincidentally took place right across the street at Queens College. And one of the things that I heard and I learned from local entrepreneurs was that establishing a center in Northeast Queens was essential in better serving the needs of our local business owners. Since then, I've been working tirelessly to create an SBDC in our congressional district, and today that goal is finally a reality. As a member of the House Appropriations Committee, I was proud to secure $130 million for SBDCs nationwide in last year's spending bill for fiscal year 2018. $160,000 of which I helped steer towards establishing and funding this facility. This new center will serve as a vital asset to local small business owners, including those from immigrant and other underrepresented communities. And it will ensure that local entrepreneurs have the tools and support they need to grow and thrive. This wide array of counseling, training, and research services, all free of charge, that it will offer includes many different services. I won't go down the list. But I'm thrilled to have worked with Queens College and CUNY for this site of this center. This college came to mind when we were looking for a location. The college has been a great partner in launching this facility and in general its history of helping entrepreneurs. And I know that its staff will do a tremendous job in running it. I want to especially thank LaGuardia Community College for helping Queens College get this SBDC off the ground. You may not know, LaGuardia Community College is not within my congressional district, but from day one, they have willingly or unwillingly adopted me. I have gone to Dr. Mello, to Rose for constant advice, and they have adopted this center in our district as if it was their very own. We are not even part of that congressional district. And so I am so thankful, and Rose, thank you for the countless hours that you have spent on the phone with us and helping our constituents here in Northeast and Central and parts of Queens. I also want to thank Candace and Beth for all your leadership as well. Please convey my best to Brian. I'll wait till he gets back so he doesn't have to speak onto Facebook again. But really to thank the New York State SBDC, which oversees, obviously, SBD centers in New York. And I want to also acknowledge many of our business organizations and civic groups that are joining us this afternoon. So, you know, what better way to celebrate National Small Business Week than to all together launch this great facility. I encourage our constituents and small business owners, current and business owners to-be, to take advantage of the wonderful resources that this center will offer. It is now my pleasure to introduce, and I can't say that I have a favorite, especially because you're not in my district.
Right. Don't do it.
But we love you. You are such a leader inside and outside of the world of academia, and we're so thankful for your leadership. Dr. Mello, President of LaGuardia.
This is such a moment because it shows a couple of things. One, when a really visionary congresswoman says, you know, I think this is important and I think it should happen, it happens. The clarity and the focus of Congresswoman Meng to really her community and to the community of small businesses has been extraordinary. And the fact that we're here, I think, shows what that effort does. Phalo is correct. He used to be my favorite four-year college president. Now he's my favorite chancellor, and I get to say that because there's only one of them. And I think what this demonstrates is what happens when people come together, not because of geography, and not because of, you know, who you want to get something done with, but basically a belief in our community, a belief that the people in small business who they put their families on the line. They mortgage their houses. They put everything. They leave nothing on the field, and they go forward. And the ability of LaGuardia over the years to serve these folks. I have an enormous team here, so I'm not going to say to anybody because then I'll leave somebody out. But there are so many ways in which higher education, working with government, working with the local community can create prosperity. And it is prosperity that grows our community across race, across borders, across ethnicity. At the SBDC at LaGuardia, we've served over 6,000 small businesses, helping them bring in over $60 million and put that into the economy. We've saved over 2,000 jobs since we opened in 2001. That's what makes a community. That's what makes a center. And I hope that our deep collaboration with Queens, there's nothing better than sharing what you know and we want the people we're sharing it with to thrive. It's not a competition. The need is enormous. And when you have extraordinary leaders like we do in Congresswoman Grace Mann and now our new Chancellor, Felos Matos Rodriguez, we have, I think, the best of the hope of America, the best of that we can all come together and make something amazing. And so what I would say to all of your friends, family, and every small business out there, yes, you're a small business. We love that about you. We don't really want you to stay a small business. We want you to grow. So congratulations to everybody.
We're now going to do the ribbon cutting, so if I can get the three of you, and then let's get them in the middle. Wow. Do it this way. Here. It's heavy, so you got
photo op. The other way. The other way.
It's not very good.
So
I don't know where the other small scissors are.
Do it like this.
Oh, you have them.
But it doesn't work.
Let's
Photo op.
let them all.
Photo
So
op.
let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Yay! Come on, Rosa, you can do it.
Yeah!
All right. So should we do this?